Hello everyone. In this video, we'll go through the steps in installing Orfeo Toolbox, which can be run in QGIS 3.10 or 3.12. I have tried a couple of instructions on installing QGIS Orfeo Toolbox, like using Orfeo repository in here, and it didn't work out. And also you can see that um, it didn't work and it didn't run. So for now, what we should do is, for here, we'll need to have the two packages, the orfeotoolbox.org and what we can download from this website, orfeotoolbox.org. And you should, in my case, I download the Win 64 bits, but you can download the one which is corresponding to your operating systems. And the second tool that we need is QGIS OTB plugin. I want you to download this QGIS OTB plugin using this web link and go through downloads, and you can download it in the file format that you like. I already download everything onto my computers. So I download them and I store them in a folder called Orfeo Toolbox. And in my folders, I'm having two packages called OTB 7.0 for Windows 64 bits and QGIS OTB plugins. I unzip these two files and store everything in. For QGIS OTB plugin, I store all the files inside one single folder called QGIS OTB plugins. And for Orfeo Toolbox, I also unzip everything and store it inside a folder called Orfeo-Toolbox. You can name these two folders whatever the way you want, but you should keep track of those folder names to locate it for later installations. So the next step you need to do is you want to go to your Window Explorer by pressing the Window key plus the letter E from your keyboards to go through the Window Explorer, and in there you want to go to this to check right click with on this PC or on my computer if you use other window rather than Windows 10s, and go to Properties. And in Window Properties, we want to go to Advanced System Settings. In Advanced System Settings, we want to make sure that we are in the Advanced tab and go to Environment Variables. In the Environment Variables, we want to define a new user variables for users using new, and in here in the variable names and variable values, like the one that I already defined in here. I defined my variable names to be QGIS underscore under plugin path, all in capital. And I want to, in the variable values, I want to use the browse directories to locate to the place where I store the folders. So where did I store my folders? After I unzipped these two packages, Orfeo Toolbox and QGIS OTB plugin, I copy them and paste them to be inside my main window directory, which is here, Orfeo Toolbox and QGIS OTB plugin, right? And so for that, in the environment, getting back to the environment variable, so we want to set it the variable names to be QGIS plugin path, and in the variable values we want to browse the directory and browse it to the location where we store our QGIS OTB plugin, and then hit OK. Okay, after this step, your OTB toolbox should be appear on the list of installed plugin in your package, like you can see in here. But for now, you can see that the only option you have is reinstall plugin. uninstall plugin, right? At this stage, Orfeo Toolbox is not ready to run yet. You need to go for the next step. We want to go to processing and then Toolbox. After go to processing and Toolbox, it will show the processing toolbox in here. We want to go to this icon, stand for options. So we want to select the option in the processing toolbox. And you can, if you notice that in these panels, the Orfeo Toolbox has not displayed on this panel, it means that it is not ready to run yet. So we want to go to here, and we want to go to providers. In the options, we want to go to providers. It shows the OTBs list in here. We want to select it to be activated, and we want to redefine the path to the OTB application, OTB folders, right? So we want to double click on here until it shows the triple dots, and then we browse it. I have something else which is already defined, but I don't want that path. So I want to define a new path, and I browse it to the place where I store my folders. So I store it inside the Orfeo-Toolbox, right? And then in this case, we want to go to beans. No, sorry, not bean. We want to go to libs. Orfeo Toolbox, lib, OTBs, and then applications. Select folder. Oh, hit OK. That's how I define my path to go to the application folder inside the Orfeo Toolbox, right? Remember, the link should be inside the main directory of Orfeo Toolbox in the lib, OTB, and application with the S at the very end. And in the OTB folders, I want to define this to be in the main folder of Orfeo Toolbox. So again, I double click until it shows the triple dots, and then I go to Orfeo Toolbox. I click the left mouse just once, and then select folder. I go for OK, and then we should wait for about a couple of minutes until it shows the screen like OTB provider is activated, and it is shown on screen on the panel of processing toolbox. So that is now ready to run, and you should be able to run on the tool for Orfeo Toolbox. So thank you very much for your attention.